And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome back once again to Doki Doki Literature Club Blue Skies mod. So, last time we decided we're continuing on the Sayori route. That's basically all I know, and we're gonna be helping her this Sunday that's happening right now. It's already Sunday. Knowing that I'll be spending a day alone with Sayori is kind of weird. Not in a bad way or anything. It's just been a long time since I've had a day out together with just the two of us. Or since we've had a day out together, just the two of us. Still, I'm looking forward to it. So whatever was bugging her on Friday is gone. It was really hard seeing her like that. I shake my head. No, it's a new day today. It'll be much better. As my mind drifts while I wait for her, I subconsciously recall a memory from a long time ago. My parents took us to the fair that came to town. We must have been around 11? Managed to win Sayori a giant cuddly cow plushie, one of those shooting minigame things. Well, actually, my dad did. I couldn't aim for my life. That's when I realized that video games don't train you to shoot in real life. I smile at the memory. Does she remember it as well? The buzzing in the doorbell brings me back to the present. Most likely it's Sayori. Yep, there she is. She's gone for a pretty casual outfit. It's simple, but works really well on her. Hi, Richie. Ready to go then? Hey, sure am. Let's get going. I gently close the door behind me as we step out into the street. It's a bright, sunny day. Not too hot, but there's a gentle breeze. Perfect. So, where are we going first then? Well, I made a list of all the stuff we'll need, so that'll be a big help. I reached out a small sheet of paper from my pocket, and on it I've written what we need and where to get the items from. So we need bookmarks, some sweets, ribbon, and some gift bags. To be honest, I have no idea where we can get gift bags and the ribbon. I was planning on going to the arts and crafts store in town, but apparently it's shut down recently. Oh, really? That's okay. I actually have some gift bags and ribbon at home. Thank God. That's pretty convenient. You should have mentioned it yesterday, though. Sorry. I must have forgot. Nah, it's okay. I'm curious as to why you have those two things, though. What do you use it for? Oh, I use it for everything. They're left over from a birthday party I had years ago. I think it was my 10th one? You remember it, right? She looks at me with puppy dog eyes as I hasten to try and recall. Something about you getting cake all over your face, right? Hey, who? I laugh as I realize I can't claim innocence here. Guilty as charged. Well, with those two items down, you just have to visit the bookstore and supermarket. Which one are we going to first? Oh, that was Sayori, my bad. Which one are we going to first? Let's start with bookstore. It's closer. Whatever you say. Ooh, okay, wait. We get a new background? Okay, I'm liking it. As we walk into Sayori humming contentedly, a slight skip in her step. I forgot how adorable she could be. Always so cheery. She's like she lives in her own little world. She looks like she's back to normal again. To say I'm relieved would be an understatement. Almost like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Hey, Sayori? You look like you're in a much better mood today. Of course. I said I'd be fine today, remember? So here I am. Okay, I thought I heard something. It's a relief to see you back to your normal self. You really had me worried on Friday. No need to worry about me, silly. Have you been, anyway? Good. Never thought I'd be writing poems in my free time, but hey. It's a real change of pace from what I'm used to, but I'm not complaining. Sayori giggles. What? Oh, nothing. I just didn't see you as the poetic type, Saul. All those video games, I guess. You really got into them over the past few years. I shift uncomfortably. I feel like this is a reference to us drifting. After all, she's not wrong. As I became more reclusive, I turned to gaming as an escape. Well, the truth be told, I didn't really think I was a poet either. I guess I never realized how much I enjoy literature. Shrug off the comment about gaming. I want to enjoy today, after all. Also, the club has been a great way to meet new people. Natsuki showed me some of her manga, which was, most, what's the most accurate way of putting this? Cute? Yeah, it's really cute, isn't it? I had to look at the cover just to see what she was reading. Don't tell Natsuki you found it cute. You know how she reacts to that. I don't see what the issue is with stuff being cute. Someone showed me some manga once. It was about this boy who finds this electric mouse. Oh my god. I was expecting them to sneak in a Pokemon reference. Really? They go all these adventures. The little thingy is so adorable. Now, why does that sound vaguely familiar? Hmm. Gee, I wonder. I hadn't even realized we made it to the bookstore already. As it turns out, the bookstore is actually in a library. It's pretty small, but after glancing around, it seems to have what we need. Alright, here we are. Let's see what they have. I make a beeline for a rack of shelves carrying a nice variety of bookmarks that include all different colors and sizes. Sari wanders over, her eyes wide at all the choices. Oh, so many to choose from! Yep, who would have guessed there's such a demand for bookmarks of all things? This blue one is really nice. I look over, slightly warily. I forgot how excitable she could be. A bookmark with a blue koala. Who makes a bookmark with a blue koala? Sari seems to love it though. Before I even get to say anything, she starts gushing over another one. Oh, look at this red one. It's got a little ribbon shape on it. It's just like mine. Well, at least this one is a bit more justifiable. Look at these, Richie. They got little puns on them. Sure enough, there's a row of little bookmarks bearing a picture of objects with puns related to them. An apple with the quote, "You're the apple of my eye." A cutesy smiling cartoon bacon with the words, I like you more than bacon." Okay, that one actually kind of made me laugh. I'll admit, I like the bacon one. The apple one's too cheesy, though. Her face is all scrunched up, trying to decide which bookmarks to get. Probably better off just getting these plain ones, Sayori. These are just for strangers coming in to view our performances. No point in getting these cutesy punny ones. Aww, no fun. Hey, I'll get you the donut one though. The donut one is a smiley donut with the words donut you know how amazing you are. Ooh, really? Thank you, I love it. It's not hard to make Sayori smile. In the end, we went for a pack of plain colorful bookmarks. They get the job done, right? I think Sayori forgets that not everyone is into stuff she's into. Now, that the bookmarks are out of the way, we wander over to the supermarket. So, we just need the sweets, right? Mm-hmm. Do me a favor and don't spend hours trying to choose them, okay? I know what you're like with candy. Hey! It's not my fault I got a sweet tooth. Oh, whose fault is that then? She sticks her tongue out at me. As predicted, Sayori is beyond excited. Like, I'm just saying, are these like backgrounds that like, are these just backgrounds that never get used in DDLC, like ever? Or are these just some like regular backgrounds that people just happen to find on the internet? Like a real kid in a candy store. Well, she's technically not in a candy store, but the saying doesn't really sound as good when it's a supermarket, does it? Wow, Richie, there aren't any cookies here. I decide to humor her. Oh no, seriously? That's heartbreaking. I know. How can they call themselves a supermarket if they don't have any cookies? It's crazy, yeah. Anyway, we still have a lot to do when we get home, so let's just make some choices now, shall we? Okay, okay. We browse the selections, pondering which candy would be the best to buy. Hey Siri, what's your favorite flavor of licorice? Strawberry. Why? Oh, no reason, just wondering. Strawberry licorice it is. I'm going to keep this as a surprise for her. Ooh. Although doing these little thoughtful things for her makes me pause. Siri told me I always used to look out for her back when we were still hung out. Did I really stop doing all that? I find that kind of hard to believe, given how naturally I find looking out for her to be. I think these will be okay, don't you think? She points she points into her bag, which is filled with an assortment of chocolates and other sweets. There's milk chocolate in here, toffee chocolates, peppermints, and all sorts of stuff. People are gonna love it. They sure will. I'll just get some of my own candy and then we can move on. Okay. We still got a lot to do, don't forget. Looks like Sayori's got the chocolate side of things handled. I decided to go for the fruity sweets. Alright, I think that'll do. Time to leave already? Could you do me a teeny tiny favor? Let me guess, buy you some cinnamon buns? How did you know? Whenever our parents took us shopping together, you always used to ask your mom for the exact same thing. She blushes a little, turning away. Guess something's never changed, right? I smile back at her. It's the little things at Sayori that really warm my heart. I'm definitely not complaining. Hands full of candy, we head to the register and pay. The cashier gives us a stern look, almost like he's disapproving of all the sugar we're carrying. Sayori is totally oblivious, probably too busy thinking about which candy she can get away with eating. Okay, so that's everything. Let's head home and get started on the quotes. Okay, although I need to grab the goodie bags and ribbon from my place. So you should head home and get your computer up and running while I do that. That way, by the time I'm back at yours, you'll be good to go. She really has a knack for showing initiative when I least expect it. Her idea is pretty smart though, so I'll roll with it. Great thinking. Here, hand me the bookmarks so I can take them home. I'll see you in a bit. Just give me a buzz when you're outside. Sure thing. I make my way upstairs and boot up my computer, tossing the bookmarks onto the desk. As the machine whirs to life, I sit back idly, thinking about literature. There's probably some really deep quotes out there. I laugh softly to myself, imagining how much someone like Yuri would resonate with those wise words. She'll probably appreciate the quotes the most. For a second time today, the sound of the doorbell ringing jolts me back to reality. Once again, Sayori, who's clutching a large sack filled with a colorful assortment of gift bags. It looks like she's literally carrying a rainbow. Hi again. So here they are. I lead her upstairs as she carries on being enthralled by the colors. Man, you really couldn't decide on a color, could you? There's so many pretty ones to choose between, Richie. I figured you could help me choose, so I brought them all. Ooh, shall we go for the blue or these pink ones? But these green ones are really pretty too. Come on, you know green's my favorite color. Sayori, how many do we need? This one has little cinnamon decorations on it. Sayori! Sorry. How many do we need? Good question. I think about 15 will do, right? Just be on the safe side. She pulls out some ribbon from the sack, unlike the gift bags, these are all one color, very deep red. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with that. Want to help me with the quotes? Sure. What about this one? Writing is its own reward? I mean, don't you feel good when you finish one of your poems? Or do you feel excited to show that you've written to people? Don't you feel excited to show what you've written to people? Kinda, I guess. I think Yuri would really like that quote though. Let's use that one. Yeah, I'm with you on that. What about this one? There are 3 rules to writing a novel. Unfortunately, no one knows what they are. I don't get it. Neither do I, to be honest. But I like the humor, and it strikes me as something people might find funny. I don't know. I think it's something Monica or Yuri might find amusing. I'll trust your judgment. I like this one a lot too. There's no real ending. It's just the place where you stop the story. It actually reminds me of a thought I had about poetry. Oh? Yeah, to me a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. It's kind of profound. Something I expect from Yuri. So, what does it actually mean? Can't you see? Can't you see? It means that just because the poet has stopped writing, it doesn't mean the poem is over. Well, if you say so, Sayori. I think a lot of people will appreciate this one. What do you think? There's so, there's something quite delicious about writing the first words of a story. You never know where they'll take you. I think so too. That one's so it makes you feel a sense of wonder, doesn't it? Exactly the kind of thing a good story should make you feel. Wow, do I sound like I sound like Yuri, don't I? A little bit. She's rubbing off on you, huh? Does that mean I'll start sounding intelligent? Zoe chuckles, her eyes full of mirth. Her laughter is so innocent and sweet. You already do, Richie. Come on, Sayori. That's not true. My poems aren't anywhere near as good as yours. Mine aren't anything special. Don't be silly. But I'm sure you'll be a great poet in no time. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. I guess anyway. Anyway, let's get these printed and start putting together the goodie bags. Okie dokie. after after finding a few more quotes, we get to work. We have all the items ready to go. Now it's just a case of putting a bookmark, quote, and candy in each bag, then tying up all with a piece of ribbon. We'll get to work, a comfortable silence descending upon the room. As we progress, I realize how happy I've been all day. It's it's not been anything fancy, just going into town with Sayori, but even that has put me in good spirits. Spending time with someone, joking around, reflecting on old memories. This weekend has been miles better than how my weekends typically go. Boring, filled with aimless gaming and anime. I've missed this. I've missed this a lot. I really have. And most of all, I've missed Sayori. Today has taught me that I'm determined to spend more time with her. After all, I think she's enjoyed it too. There's a lot to catch up on, so I suppose we'll have plenty to say and do over the upcoming weeks and months. You've been pretty quiet, Richie. You okay? And there it is, the defining trait of hers, always being concerned about others' well-being. I'm lucky to have someone like her in my life. What? Oh, I'm fine, yeah. Sorry, just doing a lot of thinking. About what, if I can ask? Just about today. I've really enjoyed it, hanging out with you. Again, it's been a while, hasn't it? It has. I'm glad you enjoyed it because I was gonna say that I did too. I haven't had this much fun in a while. Hearing that lifts my spirits even further, something I didn't think was possible. You know, I'm genuinely happy to hear that. I haven't really told anyone, but Sarah looks at me, her blue eyes swimming with concern. Truth be told, I've been kind of lonely. Ever since my parents' divorce, I haven't really had much contact with people. And spending time with you today, it's been refreshing. A really... Oh, whoops. Dang it, where's the log? Dang it, there's no log. Dang it. No. Wait, unless there is, I'm just being stupid. Oh, that's what that does. Never mind. Okay, well, oh no, history, my bad. And spending time with you, a really nice change of pace, you know. A change from spending the weekend by myself, playing games. Oh, I'm so sorry, Richie. I had no idea you felt this way. You should have told me earlier that you were so lonely. I hate that I couldn't help you before. No, it's okay, seriously. It's not your fault or anything. I've just been really reclusive myself. And I've really enjoyed the literature club so far. Just being able to spend time with people my age again, discover a new hobby, I appreciate it more than I can describe. You've all been super welcoming. I know I'm no poet or anything, but that didn't bother any of you. Well, I'm glad you can feel included at the club. That's exactly what we want the club to be, welcoming. And I'm gonna make sure you never get lonely again, okay? Gotta put a smile on your face, you hear me? Can't have you being sad. Starting with this. She reaches towards me and starts tickling me, her hands ghosting over my neck and chest. I recoil instinctively, laughing like a small child. Hey, stop that! You know I'm ticklish. My laughter must be a catalyst for her tickling because as she hears it, she doubles her efforts, like a childlike grin on her face. I'm squirming and howling with laughter, almost running out of breath. Please say Ori. I can't breathe. Just give me a second. She pauses, giving me a chance to catch my breath. Good, she's fallen for my decoy. I dart forward, pulling her arms away from me and driving her towards the bed, pitting her beneath me. It's time to enact some revenge. What? No, you me. No fair. Poor little Sayori, bamboozled by the mastermind Richie. But please have mercy. What was that? Sorry, I didn't catch that. You'll have to speak up. No, it's so cute. I playfully feign deafness as I carry on tickling her. Her laughter is music in my ears. She's squirming under my fingertips, crying with mirth. To see such a big smile on her face, even if it's kind of involuntary, it's such a nice sight to see. Her laugh is such innocent, joyful ring to it. Hearing it transports me back 10 years, back when we had that carefree level of innocence only childhood could have. Please, seriously, I can't breathe. She does sound quite short of breath. I've been tickling her for a while. I think I've had my revenge. It's only when I stop tickling her that I realize the situation we're in. Oh, I'm sitting on top of her, pinning her down with my legs. One of my hands rests on her neck and meets her shoulder. The other one is wrapped around her wrist. As laughter from both of us subsides, a new atmosphere takes its place. It's not exactly awkward, but it's unusual, and neither of us know how to react. I meet Sierra's gaze and find something in her eyes. What exactly is it? Like, also, I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate the art. I wish I could draw eyes like this. Like, I always draw them, like, typically, like, just the color part and then the pupil. Like, I mean, technically I did draw it. Look at my avatar's eyes. Like, I don't have pupils in my avatar's eyes, and I look just fine. But, like, I want to draw, like, more detailed eyes like this. Like, it looks so good. I wish I could read that expression, but the novelty of the situation makes me so unsure. Expectant? What's the word I was looking for? I don't know. To anyone looking in, this probably wouldn't look as innocent as we think it does. I hasten to climb off of her. She responds by sitting up on the bed, and the completed goodie bag's all but forgotten. Sorry, oh no, it's okay. I responded quickly. It isn't just me who sensed something in the atmosphere. The atmosphere has become more and more awkward by the moment. What exactly happened? Anyway, I'm glad we managed to get the goodie bags finished. Oh yeah, me too. They were a lot of fun to make. I just hope their students like them. I'm glad she's able to roll with the change of topic. Just like that, some of the awkward air is dispelled. Monica will be pleased too. A lot of effort went into these. I know she'll appreciate what we've done. Mm-hmm. I think Yuri will love the quotes too. Some of those really reminded me of her. Not just me who thought of that then. How are you feeling about the actual recital though? I mean, I knew I probably seemed pretty enthusiastic when Monica asked us, but you're kind of nervous now. Yeah, I guess. It'll be okay though. I mean, I have my poem, and I sort of know how I want it to go, so I think with a little more practice, it'll be fine. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Let's not think about that. What about you, Richie? Aren't you nervous? Truthfully, yeah. I don't have Monica's confidence, sadly. But hey, I really like the club, and this is my chance to give something back to it, right? Yeah, that's a great attitude to have. Besides, I have an excuse to be bad. I'm new and nowhere near as experienced as you guys. So that's my justification if my performance isn't that great. Richie, all you have to do is practice, okay? Your performance will be just as good as ours. I know it. It's nice to have someone believe in me, I guess. Thank you, Sayori. No problem. I should probably get going, though. I need to practice my poem and stuff. Yeah, that reminds me. I should probably do the same. Do you want to take the goodie bags with you? Sure. Okay, I'll put them in the sack for you. One sec. I rummaged around, finding a bag big enough for all of her smaller ones. Handing the big one over to Sayori, we both head downstairs. As she hovers by the doorway, she turns around to face me. There's a shyness on her face. Oh, by the way, yeah? Thanks for today, Richie. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Hey, that's alright. I really enjoyed myself too. We should make this a more regular thing. Her face lights up. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I'll see you tomorrow at the festival, okay? That you will. See you tomorrow, Sayori. As she waves and walks off, bag in hand, it takes me a few moments to identify what it is I'm feeling inside. Happiness. Something as simple as going to town and making goodie bags with Sayori. It made me feel really warm inside. How is it taking me this long to realize? Hey, there we go. We got a loading screen. I really like the way the characters are written so far. Like, they're all really, really good. Like, especially with Sayori right now. Like, yeah, of course, we're going on her route, but like, it's the day of the festival. The preparations for the event should be nearly complete, given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. It's been a while though. Where's Sayori? We're meant to walk together, but she's late again. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. More time passes, there's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm ready to leave, I finally spot her, slowly making her way down the street. She's carrying a large sack in her hands, and I'm surprised she isn't running over to me. Isn't she aware of how late she is? Sayori, where have you been? We could have been late for school. Well, I know, I'm sorry. I, overslept again. Or couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again. She immediately pouts. You're such a meanie sometimes. You know, my teasing is all good fun, right? She mumbles something under her breath. Of course. By the way, I also double-checked the little bags and they're all in here. She gestures to a large sack, a bright smile evident on her face. Good stuff, Sayori. People are gonna love them. That was really good. That was a really good idea. Candy, bookmarks, and literature quotes. Perfect things to give out from our event. Uh-huh. Something for everyone. Although, I'm kind of nervous for the festival. Honestly, I don't blame you for that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I know how much it means to Monica, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how intimidating reciting poetry to a bunch of strangers could be. Yeah, I was all for it back in the club room, but now that the actual day is here, she looks a little nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulder. We'll be fine, don't worry. I know how much you like poetry. Plus, your poems are great. I just hope that my own performance is up to standard. Oh, don't be silly, Richie. They'll love your poems. I just know it. I chuckle, admiring the definitive optimism that really makes Sayori. Guess we'll find out. By the way, are you doing anything after the festival? Anything fun? Nope, I haven't really planned that far ahead. I'm not great at doing that anyway. I'm kind of hoping we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest. So you're really saying is that you just want to go home and sleep, right? Oh, look at how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event today? What a tactical change of topic that was. Our school is in sight, and there's a lot of students milling around. It's a little strange to think that there's so many fellow students around, yet I've still been feeling so lonely. Or at least before joining the literature club. Times like this make me feel great that Sayori told me about it, the club room. Told me about it, the club room in the first place. Shouldn't you have any commas in between that? Because I know being a bit of a grammar person here, but like times like these made me grateful. Grateful. She told me about it, the literature club, the club in the first place. Shouldn't there be a comma between it and the and club and in? Sorry, it's really hard to nitpick. I don't know, probably quite a few. By the way, Sayori. What's up, Richie? I just wanted to say, well, no matter how this festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about your club and you let me join. I've had fun of it so far. I've had a lot of fun so far. I scratched the back of my head nervously as Sayori looks curiously at me. I've never been good at expressing myself, and it probably shows. I guess what I'm saying is, thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again, too. It really takes me back. You don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I've enjoyed it, too. After all, it would be lovely if things could go back to how they used to. How they used to? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Strange choice of words. What could she mean by this? As we enter the courtyard and make our way to the meeting room, she breaks the silence by giggling. Something funny? I've just thought of a way cool. I just thought of a way to steal one of Natsuki's cupcakes without her realizing. Are you sure that's a good idea? Natsuki might be a little, but you know better than I do that she can be real fiery. Oh, don't worry about her. She might seem a bit mean on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you. Well, I'd rather her than me. Richie, Sayori, it's good to see you guys. Do you want to come and give me a hand? Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared for that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Hey, do you guys want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, they really did. They look really pretty. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized the girls' poems from ones they performed during our practice. Just then, Natsuki bursts into the room carrying a box that positively towers over her. Yuri trails behind her, carrying a rolled-up banner and large-up duffel bag. Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you guys got here before me? I thought I was pretty early. I'm sorry for being the last one here then. I'm glad that some preparation is already underway though. It should take less time to set everything up this way. Yeah, let's work hard together, everyone. Natsuki unpacks her box and reveals 4 trays of cupcakes stacked carefully on top of each other. Richie? I jumped at the sudden outburst. Yes? Help me lay out these cupcakes. Then if you wouldn't mind. Sayori, could you help me with these? Yuri gestures at her bag, to which Sayori cheerfully nods. I help Natsuki with her cupcakes, while Yuri and Sayori started putting up decorations. Meanwhile, Monica continues putting down pamphlets. It isn't long before Natsuki has carefully arranged her cupcakes in a neat formation. Each cupcake is topped with white icing and some kanji written in a variety of different colored frostings. Wow, these look really good. Great idea to make them literature club themed as well, Natsuki. Yeah, it was a good idea, huh? I wrote down words that specifically have to do with poetry in our poems too. She picks up a cupcake to show me. See, this one says create. Isn't that the kanji for use? Eh? As Natsuki furiously checks the rest of her cupcakes to look for more miswritten characters, I glance over at Sayori and Yuri. They've put up a banner with inspirational quote written on a colorful gradient of colors in the sky. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. Aww. That's a quote by a German philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche. How do I pronounce that? Okay, so it's apparently Nietzsche? Friedrich Nietzsche? He's had some very interesting thoughts, although there are some that I don't quite agree with. Oh, I think I've heard of him. As usual, Yuri outclasses me with her intellect. It seems that they've also hung up a curtain of origami paper tied to ribbons in the doorway. Upon closer inspection, each paper has a different kanji character written on it. Hey, it looks like you did something similar to Natsuki with your kanji curtain. Is that so? I'll have to take a look at what she's done after I finish setting up. She gestures to a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. Yuri said that it's an essential oils diffuser. Yes, it's for aromatherapy, one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Huh, I'm excited to see how it works later. It looks like all the preparations are almost finished now. I feel like there's something missing though. Suddenly I noticed a large bag sitting forlornly by itself in the side. Sayori, do you mind handing me the sack you got? I help distribute all the stuff inside of it. Okay, here you go. Peering inside, I catch sight of a few small colorful bags tied neatly shut with ribbons. Just as I remember, her handiwork from yesterday really shows. I pull one out. Yuri and Monica notice the little bags, looking on with interest. Ah, so this is what you and Richie have been working on over the weekend, Sayori. I love how these look. You both did a fantastic job. Oh, it's mostly Sayori. I couldn't do the ribbon part in my life depending on it. I'm sure the contents are just as impressive as the exterior. What sort of things did you choose for the quotes? We had a lot of fun with that. She delicately opens one of the little bags, fishing out a quote. It's perfectly okay to write garbage, as long as you edit it brilliantly. Wait, did I put this one in? Oh yeah, that one was mine. I thought it was kind of funny. Monica giggles, whereas Yuri and Sayori look like they're trying to figure out what the punchline is. Well, one out of the three isn't so bad. How about this one? I hastily opened another bag, picking out a quote. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. Just force yourself to get something out on the paper and tidy up later. I like that one, Richie. After all, it's pretty much true. If you never start, you can't make any progress. It's very funny because, like, get it? It's funny because that's what Monica says in the actual game. Keeping your pen in the same spot would just result in a big puddle of ink. We couldn't find who said that, which is a shame. Oh, have you guys tried the candy? Don't you think we should save those for the people we made these bags for, Sayori? Oh, yeah. Natsuki's irritated voice rings over from across the classroom. Hey, if you guys are finished over there, can you actually sort Sayori's stuff out? You know, we do have a festival to prepare for. She huffs, and the rest of us share a guilty grin. Natsuki's right. I suppose Natsuki raises a valid point. Yeah, let's get to it then. We each delve into the sack and scoop up the little bags, going around the classroom and setting them down on each desk. We printed out a few spare quotes to put around the classroom, and it's not long before a few desks bear to the wise words of writers and poets alike. Terry wanders over from the front door and sticks out one of the quotes here. I'm impressed with her thinking. Everyone will see the quote that way. It doesn't take long to distribute all the little bags around the room. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Sayori trying to sneakily open a bag and pop a candy in her mouth. Naturally, she drops the chocolate from... some things never change. Oh. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, hold up. This looks really cool. Dude. Like, I think I remember having events like this, like, back in, like, elementary and middle school. Like, I remember that very well. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. The classroom is now darkened and lit up by the ambient lighting of candles. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air, courtesy of Yuri's essential oils. Siri and I head towards the other three girls who are huddled near the front door of the classroom, murmuring to each other. Is it about the time to start yet? Oh wait, they even darkened with the room too. That's so cool. Almost. We wrote what we were going to start at 10 a.m. on our posters, and that's in 10 minutes. Are people actually going to show up for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown up already, and I'm sure that more will file in soon. You don't have to be worrying so much about it. I've got full faith in all of you. I've seen all your poems. It's been amazing watching each and every one of you find and nurture your unique writing styles. She smiles encouragingly at each of us. To her credit, her words are helpful even though I haven't been part of this club for as long as the other three. Even Richie? Tsuki? It was just a joke, jeez. Thought some humor would lighten the mood. Sorry, just trying to make sure everyone's in their best frame of mind before we start. It's okay, Monica. We all understand and appreciate that. Yeah, we know how much this club means to you, and we want it to be a success just as much as you do. Couldn't have put it better myself. Even though I've only been in the club for a few days, I've felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kinda lonely. Knowing that I'm included in something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. That hits a little too close to home for me. Apart from Sayori on Sunday, I haven't told anyone about how lonely I've been feeling. I'm a little nervous about how the others will react. They all turn to me, varying degrees of emotion on their face. Natsuki impassively looks up to the side, while Yuri gives me an expression of concern. Tori looks a little sad, remembering our conversation about this. It's okay, Richie. We can change that, remember? Like I said, I'm so happy that you feel welcome here. It's exactly what we wanted. I agree, no one should feel alone. I know it's quite a difficult thing to experience. I feel a warm flush of gratitude at their words. Thanks, guys. That means a lot. Also, Monica, I told Sayori this earlier, and I figured you might appreciate hearing this. Well, no matter how the festival goes, I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thanks to you guys, but that lonely feeling has disappeared. You've all been so welcoming and accepting and believing me. And believe me, I'm really appreciative of that. So even if this event doesn't go quite as planned, just know that I really love it here, and I'm so glad Sayori told me about this club. If others don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? The girl's not in agreement, smiling at me. I had no idea my words would have such an impact, and I'm glad they did at the end. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to a club for a change. Monica turns towards me, eyes shining with appreciation. Thank you, Richie. You're right. Hearing these words from a newcomer really makes me feel like I've succeeded in my goals as a president. After all, I want to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature. What you've just said makes me feel like it was all worth it. She turns to face the others. See, guys, if we could show Richie how amazing the club is, who's to say we can't show the other students the same thing? Don't see them as strangers, see them as potential club members. She's definitely got an inspiring way with words. Yeah, good thinking, Monica. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, but if they say anything bad about my cupcakes, I'm gonna kill them. Yuri giggles softly. I won't lie to you, I'm still quite nervous, but after hearing what you've said, Richie, I realized there might be other lonely people out there. This club would be a perfect place for them. Yeah, we might even find more manga enthusiasts. That's the spirit. Now let's go and show the rest of the school just what the literature club is made of. As if on cue, a few people wander into the room, curiously looking around the room. Monica confidently walks over and greets them. And so it begins. Monica and Sayori have greeted the newcomers and settled them into desks throughout the classroom. Some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I noticed Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri is nervously looking through a pamphlet. I can see her soundlessly mouthing the words of her poem. Now when I think about it, I should be getting some extra practice in as well. Before I can do so, though, Monica heads back towards us with Sayori in tow. Showtime, everyone! Let's do this, guys! Time to get this over with. I can do this! We group up and stand together in front of the classroom. Monica steps up to the podium and clears her throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Hey, everyone! Welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monica, as some of you may know. Some girls sitting near the desk of the classroom wave at her. And I'm the president of this club. Accompanying me is my vice president, Sayori. Hi, guys! The rest of our club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last, but certainly not least, Richie. We all wave back to the students with varying degrees of enthusiasm. I hope that you'll all enjoy our poetry, and that we'll be able to help contribute to a more memorable festival. Literature is amazing, and its ability to connect us to the human condition, and we really hope that this event will help encourage to start participating as well. Our club will gladly welcome any new members, from those who love words and writing as well, to anyone who's simply just curious and wants to learn more. After the scheduled performance, we'll be opening up the stage for anyone else who wants to perform, so don't be shy. And now without further ado, I'll be sharing my poem, The Way They Fly. Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri and I head off and settle down in the frontmost desks, saving the seat for the end for Monica. She stands there, alone, yet still radiating confidence. After flashing a smile and a wink at us, she begins. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow her recitation is even better than it was only a few days ago. She must have practiced hard to try to achieve perfection. The classroom is silent at first, drinking in her words. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts up in the back of the classroom. I guess that's inevitable, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. I exchange a look with Natsuki, who rolls her eyes at the disruptions. Sayori pats my hand and gives me an encouraging smile. She's comforting as always. As Monika's poke progresses, more and more people wander in. Normally this would be a good thing, but they're making a lot of noise. Thankfully, they simmer down once they realize Monika's speaking. But the damage has already been done. She realizes it. She reaches the end of her poem, and the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room, and Monika beams at everyone, patiently waiting for them to finish. Thank you for listening, everyone. Hope you enjoy my poem, and that give you a flavor of what this club is like. For the newcomers, welcome. We're just in the midst of showing you all our poems. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduces everyone. Anyway, up next is Natsuki. Take it away. Natsuki stumbles slightly as she makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the nerves really getting to her. It doesn't help that I'm not reading that. As someone chuckles, causing her to turn and glare at them. Sayori seems to notice too, as she hastens to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. Natsuki stands at the front of the classroom, and her poem in hand, slight traces of irritation still visible on her face. Anyway, my poem is called Jump. She takes a deep breath and begins her recital. Just as I was hoping, she's able to inject her trademark bouncy style into the performance, bringing the words to life. She doesn't quite radiate the confidence Monika did, but her unique style shines through, giving the poem a flow and rhythm. While simple, it's effective. My heart sinks as I start picking up on the newcomers having their own conversation in the back of the room. I'm hit with a surge of anger. How can they be so inconsiderate? It's clear that they aren't paying any attention from the pause and change in Natsuki's tone. She's clearly picked up on it as well. Why can't they just save their stupid, selfish conversations for after our performance? Her poem comes to an end, but unlike Monika's, where there's a slight awkward moment of silence. Oh, the music stopped. Once again, there's a round of applause, but it's clear that the audience engagement isn't quite as strong. Great performance, Natsuki. I really like the rhythm of that poem. Natsuki forces a smile and makes her way back to her seat. It's clear that she's upset. Anyway, our Vice President Sayori is next to perform. Hi everyone, I hope you like my poem. She cheerily skips to the front, poem in hand. As she turns to face us, she looks a little nervous, fidgeting slightly. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's okay, Sayori, just remember when we practice. I've got full faith in you. You've got this. Alright, this one's called My Meadow. She begins her poem, and her soft voice guides us through the recital, and there's a remarkable contrast between her cheerful inflection and the more bittersweet nature of the words. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice people casually flicking cupcake wrappers at the floor, along with candy wrappers lying on the tables. Worse still, the talking is getting louder and more noticeable. Monika looks around at the perpetrators, frowning at them. One of the students lets a loud yawn, making absolutely no effort to hide it. Another student picks up one of the quotes and nudges their friend. They both frown and laugh at the message. And I get a horrible feeling it's more mocking kind of laugh. Oh god, why is the music getting more distorted? Why is it picking up? I don't like how it's picking up. At this point, I'm seeing red. If we weren't in school, I would have punched these inconsiderate pricks by now. No one should be this rude to Sayori. She's probably the sweetest person I've ever met. Despite the now obvious disruptions, she's still trying her best to make the real effort to continue. To her credit, her performance is still commendable. She manages to work the contrast of her enunciations against the words in her favor. It adds to the interesting depth to the poem. I love to see more of this side of her. She brings her performance as close to a close, hands shaking slightly. Lovely poem, Sayori. You really brought that one to life. Thank you. Something's off with her voice. It's like how she was on Friday. Okay, now the music is starting to sound like a news report. What the heck? Monika stands up, turning to address everyone in the room. Just a polite reminder that that would be much appreciated if everyone could give our poet some respect while they're performing. Monica looks stern while Natsuki looks positively furious. Thank you. Now the stage is all yours, Yuri. Yuri is looking terrified at this point. Sarah gives her a reassuring squeeze and I lean over, whispering in her ear. You've got this, Yuri. Just pretend it's only me, Natsuki, Siri, and Monica. I can't do this, Richie. Yes, you can. I believe in you. I've seen how passionate you can become when you talk about the portrait of Markov. I loved that. I love seeing that side of you. Besides, like you said, this club could be perfect place for any of these people. We just don't know it yet. She swallows nervously, nodding at my words. Okay. Thank you. She rises to her feet, palms clasped firmly in her chest, avoiding eye contact with everyone as she walks up. Her eyes flick up to glance at the classroom when she gets on stage, although she's quickly ducked her head back down to her poem at the podium. This poem is called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Her voice quivers as she starts, but unlike her recitation a few days ago, the meek and trembling version of Yuri remains well into the poem. She determinedly forges ahead, but I can tell she's not enjoying it in the slightest. The rest of the classroom, momentarily subdued by Monica's words, soon begins to grow louder again. After a few lines of her poem, they're even more unruly than before. The crinkling of rappers fills the air with a few points, and at a few points, Yuri almost drowned out by the others' voices. I catch a few people getting up and leaving the classroom, and by the slight hitch of her voice, it seems that Yuri's seen them as well. Her eyes stay glued on her poem now, and it looks like she's trying her hardest to ignore everyone. One boy quietly wolf whistles at Yuri, causing her to jump and lower her head even more. Okay, that was just rude. She's practically shaking like a leaf. This is absolutely disgusting behavior, and I open my mouth to say something. Suddenly, Natsuki stands up, a loud scraping noise from her pushing away a desk, drawing everyone's attention of the students. Can you all just shut up? I'm really freaking sick of this. How can you guys be so rude? We're trying our best to show you something amazing here, and you're just going to stomp all over our hard work like that? Unbelievable. Can't understand how people can be this arrogant and... this is just plain terrible. You didn't want to interrupt Yuri, but I can't... I didn't want to interrupt Yuri, but I can't stand it anymore. You guys might as well just leave if you aren't going to pretend to pay attention. There's a complete silence for a beat. Hey, oh, whoa, we got new graphics too? Okay. Oh, it only came for the food anyway. Let's go, guys. Once this boy speaks up and begins to lead his friends away, one by one, more students start to follow him out the door. I throw a panicked look over to Monica, who's holding a strange, stiff expression on her face. Looks like she's struggling to stay calm for everyone. After a few moments, there's barely anyone left. Yuri, meanwhile, quietly begins speaking again, but her voice is barely audible. There's only a stifling silence accompanying her words. When she finishes, a weak smattering of applause follows silence from the few who are left. She unsteadily steps down from the stage, a blank look on her face. She won't look at any of us either. I'm worried about her. Okay? Monica's voice cracks to speak up. She's still trying her best to see us through this. I don't think any of us could have predicted that it would turn out this way. Thank you, Yuri. You did wonderfully. I'm sincerely sorry for all the disruptions and the sheer arrogance you had to endure. Those kinds of people really are the worst. To those who are left, I want to thank you all for staying and I apologize as well. This is definitely not a normal occurrence for the Literature Club, I assure you. Well, let's finish this off with Richie then. With a heavy heart, I slowly get up and walk to the stage. When I get to the podium, I'm appalled by the state of the classroom. Candy and cupcake wrappers are strewn across the floor and quote cards laid tossed about, with many of the cards now featuring shoe prints over the words. The remnants of goodie bags are left ripped apart at the desks. Even the kanji curtain looks tangled up and messy. The only students left were the ones who waved to Monica at the beginning. This is what Yuri had to see at reciting her poem. No wonder she didn't want to look up and face these people. Can I really do this now? How are we able to finish their poems? I look at the clock. It's only 10:20. Has it really only been 20 minutes? Taking a shaky breath, I begin to speak. Hi, everyone. I'd like to take a second to apologize as well, both of those checking out the club today and those who are already in it. But despite everything that's happened, I can say that I'm glad that I joined since I got to meet so many amazing people. I believe that you guys still love it as much as I do. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy Acquainted with the Night. I started reading and I'm struck once by the beauty of the poem. The loneliness and isolation conveyed so accurately, I can relate to a lot of these feelings. I won't I won't be as good as the others at reciting, but I can hope that I'll be able to do my poem justice. Thoughts of doing both the poet and the club proud strengthened my spirit, and I managed to fight through the depressing mood. The re- the quiet of the quiet of the classroom suits the lines of the poem well, and my recital seems to fly by rather quickly. Excellent performance, Richie. I, what a great way to round out the event. As I sit down from the stage, Monica stands up and addresses the room. Thank you all for coming and staying. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. That's it for the scheduled recitations, but you guys are free to stay and hang out if you want. There's an awkward silence for a few moments, but then the remaining students start to stand up. Oh, Shiori! It's cool. Hey, Monica. Oh, and you too, Richie. I didn't know you were in this club. The girl standing before us is actually my homeroom's class representative, Shiori. Given that both she and Monica are class reps, they're probably friends. Yeah, I only joined about a few weeks ago, so... Ah, I see. Yep. Hey, by the way, you guys were treated... The way you guys were treated was seriously awful. It's fine. Thanks for staying. Either way, sorry about everything, Monica. I'll check out the club sometime. She, she gives us a small commiseratory smile, and I'm torn between wondering whether everyone's pitying us or sympathizing with us. They'll all start they all start to file out the classroom after a few more goodbyes. Monica keeps a strange smile plastered on her face. Meanwhile, Yuri rubs her head buried in her arms on her desk. In contrast, Natsuki is staring straight ahead, gritting her teeth, and Sayori looks down at her desk, picking at a spot on the varnished wood. Oh, wow, okay, wow, that is incredibly messy. To say there's tension in the air would be a massive understatement. The sound, there's silence in the room and made even worse by a sense of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. No one expected the festival to end this way, and the impact is hitting us all. So, that could have gone better. My attempt at humor falls flat, and I immediately regret speaking. Natsuki gives me a dirty look, but Sayori smiles wanly. Meanwhile, it looks like Monica's face has finally fallen. I don't understand. Where did we go so wrong, guys? We spent so long preparing for this, and after all our efforts. For the first time, the outgoing confidence Monica always seemed to radiate was snuffed out. She clearly cared about a lot about this event, and I feel awful for her. I know, I don't get it either. I thought you guys all did such a good job as well. The decorations, the recitals. I'm sorry, Monica. Don't worry, Richie. Don't worry about it, Richie. It's not like it's your fault anyway. She smiles weakly at me. Glancing around, I notice that Yuri and Natsuki seem particularly upset, with Yuri looking absolutely dejected and Natsuki steaming mad. This is your fault, Monica. Monica, I told you it was a stupid idea. None of us were even comfortable with doing this in the first place. Now look at where this landed us. Excuse me? My fault? You all agreed to do this. Pardon me for thinking that it would actually go well. What's so wrong about that? We only agreed to do it because we felt like you were forcing us. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen, given everyone's low moods. An argument was the last thing we need. I didn't force anyone, Natsuki. You know how much this club means to me. I was just excited to show what we have to the rest of the school. Yeah, because that was such a good idea, wasn't it? I'm really starting to get sick of your constant sarcasm, you know. Why can't you just try to be positive for once in your life? Gee, it's funny you should say that, because I'm really starting to get sick of your self-righteous, know-it-all attitude. We told you this was a bad idea, but no. You just had to insist on this, and even though none of us were No one was happy with it. It was for a reason. Look how much Richie enjoys it here. Is it really that unreasonable to think that we could have found someone else like him? Or is it just that you're too positive for... Or is it that just too positive for you to fathom? This is awful. The other students were bad enough, but now Monica and Natsuki are going at each other's throats? Look how badly everyone was humiliated. How inconsiderate all those... She struggles for a moment, but her anger inhibiting her ability to speak. If those assholes were, to all of us! They didn't give a damn about anything we had to say. What did that one prick say? He was only here for the food? All that hard work just for what? Nothing? She angrily kicks one of the desks and the loud noise jolts Yuri, who looks up with tears in her eyes. Oh. But please, Natsuki, can you calm down? Don't tell me you're taking her side, Yuri. You had to experience the worst of it. I don't get why you're not mad either. Natsuki, there's no point in being angry at Monica. She didn't want this to happen. She had no idea people would react this way. It's bad enough that the students were rude, and I really don't like fighting inside the club itself. Yeah, but if Monica just listened to us when we said we weren't comfortable with the whole idea, this would never have happened. Monica sighs. This is kind of the conflict that is generally leaves for Sayori to deal with. But in this case, Sayori looks too distraught to intervene. Look, what you're not understanding is that sometimes you just have to take risks. Sure, this didn't go well, but there was always a chance it wouldn't have ended like this, and we could have new members. She turns to me. I mean, you of all people can understand that the best, right, Richie? You made the choice to come here. Look how much you enjoyed it. Oh, don't you try and suck up to him, Monica. Face it, you never listen to us, your club members, or take our opinions into account. Tell me I'm not alone in thinking that, Richie. Oh great, now I have to choose a side? I don't really want to do this. I desperately look at Yuri and Sayori, but both look too upset to want to get involved. Oh, come on, you're kidding me! Well, I think I'm gonna have to leave this video here for now. Yeah, we're gonna have to make the decision next episode. I'm gonna have to really think about it, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason